Hello and welcome. In this video, I would like to answer a couple of frequently asked questions regarding starting a company in the US and also starting a company in Canada. Because recently, after I posted our services on WeChat about registration, company registration in the US and Canada, a lot of people contacted me and straight away asked these questions. So if I register a company in the US or Canada, will I be able to sponsor myself work visa to the US or to Canada? Simple answer is no, you cannot. Because unfortunately, neither Canada or US support this kind of immigration. But if you follow certain programs, especially in the case of Canada, there are business immigration programs. You can go to Canada government website and you can check business immigration program. So this is in case of Canada. Generally speaking, after you register a company in Canada, you are expected to make a capital injection. So this capital injection is not normally, specifically mentioned in the law, but the suggested amount coming from the practice is around 250 to 350,000 Canadian dollars. So you register a company, you invest this kind of capital in your company, in your Canadian company, okay? The capital injection should be either from Canada. If it's from Canada, you have to contact government-approved investment companies. You can find the list on the Canadian government website. Or if the injection is coming outside of Canada, then it must be coming from your own account, personal account, or your company account abroad, okay? Again, the average investment amount is between 250 and 350K Canadian dollars. That depends on the nature of your business. So once you make an injection, you can submit your application to immigration through Canadian government website. You can do it yourself 100%, okay? You don't have to hire a lawyer, okay? This is just to give you an information. In the case of US, there is no business immigration program, but similar pathway exists. For example, after registering your company in the US, again, just like Canada, if you want to move to the US using your company, you can either choose visa category L. This is for executives of companies. Two types of L visa exist nowadays. It's L1A or L1B. L1A is for top executives of companies. If you are a director of the company or top manager of the company in the US, in the company that you own, actually you registered in the US. So within that company, if you hold that position, top executive, you can apply through L1A category. Now, if you decide that you don't want to be a top executive in your own company in the US, maybe you take some specialist position. For example, if you're an engineer or developer, etc., then you can choose L1B category. This L1B category is for people who hold or who possess specialty knowledge. Okay, like I said, you can be engineer, you can be some specialist who knows technical, or who has that technical knowledge, about the company or the company's business scope. So, depending on the situation, you can choose which L category you want to go, L1A or L1B. Now, again, in the legislation, there is no specific investment amount for L category visas in the US. But again, coming from the practice, normally you will have to inject around $150,000. Now, in the case of US, it's obviously United States dollars. So around 150K or 200K US dollars in your US company. Okay, this is requirement number one. There's another requirement in the case of US, which is, your US company should be a part of corporate structure. Basically, it should not be a standalone company in the US. It means that that company should be a part of several companies. Like, assuming you have a company in your home country or in China. If you want to, plan your immigration through L category, the simple, formula will be to start a company in the US under your existing company. Okay. So again, if you have a company in China, that Chinese company is going to be a mother company, and you will form another subsidiary in the US. Okay. So another requirement is your mother company should be in business at least 1 year. Okay, meaning that your employment, your attachment to the mother company should be at least 1 year. Okay, not less than 1 year. So after working for the mother company at least 1 year, you can form a company in the US, which we can help with. Okay, A to Z. And you can plan your immigration to the US through L category. Okay, either top executive or specialist, some sort of a person within the company. Now in the US there is another pathway for business people, which is EB5 visa. Now EB5 visa requires a substantial amount of investment depending on the region. But generally speaking, it starts from 800K US dollars, and plus you need to employ at least 10 US citizens. All right. So this is it, guys. I mean, for some people, there are other types of visas. For example, friendly nations, category visa exists as well, but that type of category is not open for everyone. It means that you need to come from those countries that US offers that type of visa. So yeah, in short, this is the case, guys. In summary, you cannot just start a company in the US or Canada and then, just like in the case of China, sponsor yourself without any investment. Okay, in China it's slightly different. As you know, you can start a company and you are not expected to inject any capital, okay, immediately in your Chinese company, and before you sponsor your work visa. Okay, once again, I want to highlight this. Our company, myself, okay, we don't deal with visa matters. We don't deal with any kind of visas whatsoever. I'm just putting this information out there, just to give you an idea. You can Google search it, actually. That's why in last couple of posts on WeChat, I mentioned that most of the questions people ask are easily Googleable. Okay, you can Google them. Our services, again, what we offer here, we offer company formation services A to Z. What does A to Z mean? Starting from incorporation, registering your company, to opening your bank account remotely. Okay, in several countries of the world, including US, Canada, China as well. But in case of China, company director should be physically in China. Okay, that's the difference. If you're outside of China, then it will not be possible for you to open a bank account for your Chinese company. But in most of the other countries, like US, Canada, talk about European Union countries or Asian countries, it's possible to start a company, and we will help you open a corporate bank account for the same company remotely, 100%. Okay. Why do I, mention that opening a company might be useful for your future business immigration? Is simply because when you're planning to move that country where you register your company in. Business immigration, like I mentioned, most of the time requires investment in your own company, or it might be some government stocks or bonds, etc. But most common way is to invest in your own company. Okay, you can start a company, invest in your own company, and have full control over your investment. And you decide how to spend that investment, you decide how to control that, and how to plan it. All right. So for that reason, I mentioned that registering a company is the first step. Okay, if you really want to immigrate to the U.S. or Canada or European Union countries, etc. So yeah. So if you're interested, you can always get in touch with us, be it US or Canada or European Union countries, Germany, France. We can form your company. Depending on the country, the time frame differs. And the requirements as well. Sometimes, in European Union countries, sometimes there's a capital injection requirement. For example, take Germany. For Germany, you need to make actual investment in your company when you register a company, okay? Even before you talk about your visa situation. Just for information purposes again, if you want to move to Germany through company formation, you can start a company, and there's capital contribution which is required by law. It's around 25,000 euros. It's paid up capital. Okay, you have to inject it in order to make the company active. So after that, we're going to open a corporate bank account for your German company, and then what law requires is, if you want to sponsor your work visa to Germany, is you need to invest at least 70,000 euros in your company. To make sure that your company is able to pay you a salary and invite you as a foreign employee into Germany. Okay, that's also possible. But as you can see, it requires more investment. But for example, take the case of Italy or Spain. The paid up capital in those countries is much less. It's around 3,000 euros. In case of France, for example, for LTD companies, no investment is required when you register a company. But again, in all of the European countries, almost all, okay, 99.9% of the time, if you want to move yourself with your family, if you have a family, with working visa in that country, then just like I said, in case of Germany, you are expected to invest. Okay. There are not many countries actually in the world which do not require any investment if you want to move to that country through company formation. Number one is obviously China. Like we mentioned, you can register a company in China, you can sponsor yourself, work visa, and then move there, okay, as a director of the company. Another example is Mexico. Okay, surprisingly, very close to the US and Canada. And Mexican company actually comes with a lot of perks, benefits. It gives you access to the North American market. Okay, so when you register a company in Mexico, there is no paid up capital. Okay, we can help you register a company, and we can help you open a corporate bank account in Mexico as well. And most interesting, most important part is, as a director of the company, you can move to Mexico without any capital contribution. Okay, you don't have to make any injection. Okay, even with zero balance in your company, you can move yourself. Okay, including your family. Obviously, for living expenses, you will have to show some bank statements, some balance in your bank statement to immigration offices, and it proves that you will be able to maintain yourself and your family while living and working in Mexico. So I think, I hope this answers most of these frequently asked questions regarding business immigration through company formation in different countries. If you have any questions, like I mentioned, don't hesitate to contact, send us an email. You can directly get in touch with me on WeChat, always available. But again, please, if your question is related to visa, I always recommend Google it first. Okay. Once again, my company, myself, we never offer any visa services. Okay. Whatever I told here, whatever I mentioned here, it's only for information purposes, which are easily Googleable. Okay. Our job here is, our service is is only that: company formation and corporate bank account opening, okay, in different countries. That's it. And yeah, once you become a client, I will be more than happy to connect you with trusted and tested immigration lawyers in the US or in Canada. You can directly get in touch with them. We can connect you through email or WhatsApp, and you can talk to them directly, okay, because they have the license. They are registered immigration lawyers in respected countries that I mentioned, and they have the license to offer those immigration services, okay, not our company. So with that said, I'm going to finish this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.